Hot Magic Monday with Empress Lysa. Welcome along, precious hearts. It is Monday, which means it's time for Hot Magic Monday, and my name is Lysa Black. For those of you who are new to my channel, I love helping people to deepen into their truth so that they can rise in purpose. I have found life more fulfilling and joyful and rich the more we allow the truth of who we are to permeate every moment, every context of our lives, and allow ourselves to align with our soul purpose so that we're not just doing something, we're being. I am so excited to be talking tonight about our gifts. You may have noticed that I have two beautiful plush velvet chairs, and I've just had these custom ordered. They've arrived today. I'm doing my first show in Auckland this Friday night. So these darling chairs are going to be accompanying me for my live show where I will be reading the heart of a guest. And what I love about reading hearts is using my empathic clairsentient abilities to actually read the emotional and spiritual information of others, to reflect to them in words who they are, what their spiritual gifts are, and their soul purpose. This is the reason why I am on the planet, because I was very, very lost and confused about the truth of who I was for many years. And I struggled with eating disorders for so long because I rejected my knowing. And what I know is that we will struggle until we accept ourselves, our gifts, and our purpose. So I'm really excited to be talking about how to actually allow our gifts to help us to navigate change, because we all have plans and life seems to bring a new plan for us. And often we can get really dismayed and we can feel really hijacked by some other plan, some other design of the universe for our lives. And I really want to talk deeply into how very important it is to be able to have your own intentions, your own desires for your life, but be able to really tune into your own spiritual gifts so that you can align with the divine plan that's unfolding. I had many plans for my life, and I have allowed myself to surrender all of them and be led by what I felt calling me from within. Now, when we first start doing this, it's quite scary and apprehensive, but I tell you, I'm 13 years into it, and it's fun because you never know what magic is around the corner. And I promise and assure you that if you can allow yourself to be led, and even if you think it might be against your will, I promise you that they're leading and guiding you to something that will bring you more joy than you can currently comprehend. The only way that we can allow ourselves to know what is our true path, whether it's our plan or the plan of the universe, God, universal powers, angels, whomever you believe is in charge and running the show, what I know is that as a clairsentient empath, I can feel in my heart and in my tummy what is right for me and where I need to go at every point in my life. And I want to reach through, and I just want to wrap my arms around you and give you such a big hug, because we can feel so disorientated, so discombobulated when we are unsure about which way to go. Now, it was my spiritual gifts that let me know that I needed to move city. And it was my spiritual gifts that let me know that it was my husband who was proposing to me, not some random guy. It was only through my knowing from my spiritual gifts that I was allowed to make confident decisions. When change comes up in our lives, we need to know whether that is something that we need to go with or something that we need to resist. And it's very important to understand that your gifts are basically your access point for spiritual guidance. Clairvoyance see, clairaudience hear, and clairsentience know. There's many spiritual gifts, and this is a big forte of mine, that I mentor the spiritually gifted heart leaders, those who truly want to make a difference in the world but need help understanding and navigating their own spiritual gifts in order to truly be effective and on purpose in this world. One of the big challenges is that when change comes up in our lives, we can feel that the heavens don't love us, they don't care, and they're not trying to help us get what we want. And this is a typical initial response when we're feeling guidance pull us in one way that's going against the plan that we have for ourselves. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you been in this situation? Well, I want to lovingly encourage you to believe and remember the more we can allow ourselves to go with the peaceful, nurturing, continually reoccurring feelings. What I know is that when we're first really tuning into our spiritual guidance, it will not just come with one flash. You will be able to get more prompts and more nudges. And what's important is that they're only going to lead you one step at a time. You may have a profound vision, but you will not get all the steps to fulfilling that vision. What they always are here to do is to help us right now, today, lead us towards the most fulfilling life that we're here to do, being true to who we are and on purpose in our lives. I want to beam in so much love and care that whatever you're navigating in your life right now, I want to encourage you to get still, to start being calm. One of the things that it's important to remember is that when we're afraid and in fear, we block our connection to our gifts and we get more confused. If you allow your critical thinking, your negative thinking, your ego to make you more and more afraid, beautiful one, you're going to become less and less able to discern the sacred guidance that is always within you. I want to remind you that that guidance is always there. And if you can clear your mind and breathe deep into your body, you can feel it, sense it, act on it, and see miracles unfold in your life. You deserve this. And I would love to know, if you do this, how far along you are. How many years have you been trusting your own spiritual guidance? I'm 13 years in. And I would love to be able to cheer you on and help you to know that we need this in our lives. We need this in our business. We need this in our parenting. And if you are someone in business who's really wanting to pay attention to their spiritual gifts to navigate how to be who you are and prosper on purpose, I'd love to invite you into my business support group, Heart and Biz Alignment. Love supporting people to design and craft their businesses to deeply support and nourish the truth of who they are in this world. If you have loved this video, I would love it if you could give it a big thumbs up, because imagine if all of us were able to actually trust our internal guidance more. What a beautiful world that would be. And if you are somebody who truly, deeply wants to connect more fully with your truth so you can rise on purpose, this is the channel where I can really talk into how we do that and how profound that is when we can. My love and blessings are with you. See you next week, darling hearts, for Heart Magic Monday with Empress Lysa.